Welcome to Easy Studies, and today I'll be showing you how to differentiate using the product rule. So the product rule states that if you have any two things being multiplied by each other, such as f times g, the derivative would be the first one as it is, times the derivative of the second one, plus the second one as it is, times the derivative of the first one. So the easiest way to show this is by doing an example. So here you have x cubed plus 2x in the brackets being multiplied by e to the x. So this would be your f and this would be your g. So your e to the x is your g and your x cubed plus 2x is your f. So when we take the derivative, we say that f prime of x equals to the first thing as it is, that's your f, x cubed plus 2x times the derivative of the second, which is e to the x. Derivative of e to the x is always e to the x plus, the second one as it is, your g, that's your e to the x, times the derivative of the first, your f, which is 3x squared plus 2. So this is your answer. You could distribute this into the brackets and simplify, but if it doesn't ask to simplify, you can simply leave it as this. Moving on to example 2, we have a radical, the square root of x times e to the x. Now what you want to do when you have a radical, most of the time, not always, is say that x to the 1/2 times e to the x. So what you do is you simply change the form, you don't change the value. The square root of x, is the same thing as x to the 1/2. So that's how I'm going to write it. So you could just take the derivative, g of x. So again, this is your f and this is your g. So we say that x to the 1/2 stays as it is, times the derivative of the second, which is still e to the x, plus, and now we have the second as it is, e to the x, times the derivative of the first. So all we do is bring down 1/2, x to the negative 1/2. We simply bring down the 1/2, and then we subtract 1 from the power. That's how we got negative 1/2. So now we can simplify this and say that this is the square root of x. We'll just turn it back into the radical. It looks much nicer. Times e to the x plus e to the x times, and since this is x to the power of a negative half, we can bring that down to the denominator. So we'll have 1 over 2 square root of x. This is simply by simple algebra. X to the negative 1/2 simply comes to the bottom and turns into a radical. And we can further simplify that by saying that the square root of x times e to the x plus, and we simply multiply the e to the x into brackets and say that e to the x over 2 root x. And this would be as far as I would go with this problem. Now for the third example, we see that we have two things being multiplied by each other. So we'll take the derivative of f of v. And again, we'll simply leave the first bracket as it is, v cubed minus 2v, and multiply that by the derivative of the second. So the derivative of the second bracket will simply bring down the power, negative 4v to the negative 5, we subtract 1, minus, because you will bring down the negative 2, v to the negative 3, subtract 1 from the top, plus, and now we'll take the derivative, leave the second as it is. That's your g. So we'll have v to the negative 4 plus v to the negative 2 multiplied by the derivative of the first bracket. That's your f prime. And we get 3v squared minus 2. So this would be your answer. Of course, if you were asked to simplify, you could distribute it and then find like terms, add them or subtract them, and simplify this down. But if you're not asked to do that, just leave it as it is. It's a very tedious process to try to simplify this. So I'm just going to leave it as this. I hope this helped you guys understand the product rule. If you have any questions, please leave them in a comment. I'll be responding to each one of them. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and have a good day, everyone.